Hi everyone. Well, it's a new week. We got a new build. This week I'm going to be doing this Lego roller coaster. This set is quite large. The piece count is over 4,000 pieces, but there's also a lot of repeated construction in this set. Lots to do here. Let's get right into it. Well, there's the footprint. There's how big it is. I think I missed a step. Oh yeah, I totally missed a step. I forgot to put stuff on there. Okay, that's better. So you can see what these are for. They're going to be for connecting the two halves together. Here we go, that's the top of the tree. Never seen a tree done like that before. That's pretty cool. Now we'll bring in our minifigs and our other assembly. Now for this assembly, I broke this into its own video just to help speed up this construction because there's so much going on. And we got girl with cotton candy and the guy paying for it. That's the end of bag number one. We have the support struts at the bottom with these receiving hooks, which will support the upper assembly. And then right in this corner, we've got a tree, we've got our cotton candy maker, and our three minifigs sign, which has a map to the amusement park on it, and then a bench. And then some just really cool little details. Pond over here, some flowers, and somebody lost their cap. Time for bag number two. So this bag will just get us up to the first level of the base of the tower part of the roller coaster. Now these, oh, I see what the purpose of these hooks are for now. It's going to clip into these rings right in the middle. Perfect. All right, holes all in the right direction. Good to go. This goes underneath here. That ties that all together. Interesting. Snaps into this ball joint. And we'll just hang there for a minute, or is it going to go eventually go over here? All right, so that does connect over here. Same thing with this one. All right, it's kind of tying that corner all together. These will snap in like the first 6 did, right to the base here. These ones don't have a hole in it, so they can go in any orientation. This is actually more solid than I thought it was going to be when I first saw this set. it looked a little flimsy because of all these tall columns, but those are pretty solid in there, and they're not even connected yet like these ones are. It's the last column. Now these go underneath and hook into these parts like that. Now these assemblies snap on top here. And the last part of this bag snaps underneath here. So that's the end of bag number 2. We've got our first level of superstructure going up here for the roller coaster. So I'll reset my camera and we'll get into bag number 3. Time for parts bag number 3. Going to build another level and start installing some of the first coaster tracks. Connects into there, connects into here. Well, doesn't that look cool? Like that. Okay. Oh, okay, so these are like diagonal struts. So here's the 2 diagonal struts I just put on. They just clip into these ring elements here. That's kind of a neat idea. I'm a structural engineer. I appreciate a good knee brace when I see one. Onto our new knee brace. Oh, going the wrong way there. Perfect. So that's it for parts bag number 3. Can you believe it? There's another level yet to go. So we installed some new columns. We got our track pieces put on here. I can't wait to see the actual coaster go on here. I'm curious how smooth it actually runs. Looking good. It's time for parts bag number 4. This parts bag is just nothing but more columns, so this will go fairly quickly because the columns are mostly identical. That's got to be the upper level. Not sure if there's another level after this one, but this is getting huge. break up the monotony just a little bit, go from up here down to this piece here, a bit of a diagonal strut. I think structurally it's really doing anything, it's just kind of more for appearances. Well, there we go, into parts bag number 4. So most of the action was back here. All these columns were put in. Look at this monster. So next up is parts bag number 5, where we'll put some more stuff at the top here, probably fill in some more of these columns. Here we go, parts bag number 5. We'll finally get to see the upper coaster track put on, and then we'll finish off this side of the set. Last upper 2 columns. So this assembly is the coaster sign for roller coaster. So this is the foundation for the letters. It's quite clever. Show it in the right way. There we go. A. You're born in the 70s, you get that. Right. Coaster. It's great how you can make these blocks of letters with small Lego pieces. That's pretty awesome. Okay, this is like a little gearbox assembly. Here's a assembly. It's got some sort of gearing mechanism in it. Not quite sure what it's going to do yet. Now there's an elastic that has to go from one ball joint in here to this one. And I don't really like elastics in sets, but I can see why they would be used. This allows this to keep pressure on whatever it'll be attached to eventually. So I need 3 of these. I think it should be like this. Oh, so this attaches to there. That's kind of cool. All right, so this one is attached to this flywheel here, which I'm guessing will eventually be attached to something. There'll be another gear that goes there. Oh no. Oh, there might be a problem. Why do I have one of these gears? Is this supposed to go somewhere? Oh, not good. Crap. Did I really make that mistake? Did I? Did I? I did. Ah! Well, this gear is supposed to be in there. All right. Now, I can take this top piece off. I know that. I know this can come off. Take that off. I got to take this off. pop this gear off. I think it was just by sheer coincidence that that part fit in that spot. Otherwise I would have noticed it sooner. Okay. Methinks I fixed it. All right, back on track. This is going to go in between here. So now these two wheels are connected. Okay, so there's two universal joints on the end of this, which should allow it to, once I connect into these two parts. So now that whole thing can move. So these three wheels are connected by this drive shaft and a couple universal joints to the main flywheel assembly over here. I believe that goes there. So this, I'm guessing, is where the coaster comes up to the top before it gets fed around here. Well, okay. Try to get this. This thing is so big. We're done the one half of this coaster. There's this whole side yet to come. Kind of give an overview here. So way down at the bottom, we've got some detail. There's a tree. We have our cotton candy vendor, park bench. There's a map here of the amusement park. We have 1, 2, 3 levels of coaster run. Up at the top, there is quite an interesting assembly which I screwed up multiple times and had to fix. And we have these wheels at the top which will help guide the coaster around this bend before it gets onto its first drop. And those are all connected with these Technic parts so that everything will move at the same time. Quite impressive looking, that's for sure. I'm looking forward to doing the second half. It'll be nice to get this all stitched together, and even more so to see it finally working. Thanks for sticking with me. This build took quite a while. Hopefully I can edit it down to something watchable. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll continue this build next week.